beautiful stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Texas Longhorns, the Seminoles will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, bro.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. On second down, looking again to throw. He'll pull it down and run. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to approach to the next.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack tear.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Now adjusting. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And the Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. So the Florida State Seminoles offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. The inside handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick 6, but he needs to be more accurate.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He wants to pass it on second down. He finds his man. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Lawrence. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Noles getting set on 1st and 10.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. And you saw that there on the incompletion.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. And here comes the punt team. Looking for a block. It's Lawrence. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jess. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. Shows him the stiff arm. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. And fortunate to get it back. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Bringing it back, it's Lawrence. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, he's going to fire deep. Snags it inside the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. The Seminoles have pushed it inside the 20. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, wants to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Vargas. Touchdown, Seminoles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. PAT unit on the field. The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Tennessee.
He'll start this drive firing. Hit as he throws.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. It's Vargas. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. 2nd down coming up. Here's the give off the left side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Guys, he's up to 103 yards on the ground, and just another day at the office for the national leader in rushing. Going deep. And the pass hits, picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. The Longhorns want to move quickly. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his 1st sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the 1st down on 3rd and long. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down now.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it at the 30. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, no! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Zings it complete to the right.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He's going to pass, trying to get to it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes, and when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch. He got some positive yards.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Running it back, it's Lawrence. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He's going to take off. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Florida State. And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass.
42, Texas, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
This time it's complete. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Facing a third down and short from the 26. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. On the return, it's Lawrence. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They give it to him again.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. The Seminoles get it past the sticks.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick... rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. The give to the tailback. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? They'll try to pick up the first.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Now it's third and goal. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Second down and 6 from their own 10. Defense looks like they're coming. On second down, he'll fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. The offense set for a first down play. They go to the ground. Bulldoze ahead. He's down at the 18 after picking up 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Try to get it on the ground.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs, salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. When you